Friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna show you that I'm wearing pajamas, like pajama pants. It's been a long time since I've done a tag video, but I was scrolling through BookTube, as you do, and Jesse from Jesse the Reader, I'll link him up above or down below, he started this tag that is like creating your perfect summer camp. And hello, I'm participating in Camp Nightmare right now, so I thought I would create a cozy, comfy time summer camp, because if that does not represent me, then I don't know what does. So we're gonna go through the questions. I think there's like 9 of them. It's real simple. My plan is to not edit this video and just put it up, but I guess it depends on how long each question takes and things of that nature. But basically, I'm creating this wonderful, kind of cozy, comfortable kind of camp where everything is just fun, right? Because we just want fun. And it's also like maybe focused a little bit on finding yourself and growing your confidence in yourself, because I have learned how to be more confident in myself. It took a long time and it was hard work. But at this camp, we teach you valuable life skills in a fun, relaxed way. So, first question, campgrounds. What fictional world do you want your camp to be set in? I mean, part of me was like, oh, I should do a scary camp because Camp Nightmare, duh. But no, more on brand is comfy, cozy time. So I'm looking for a comfy, cozy setting for this camp. So I think I would choose Alaska. The Simple Wild takes place in Alaska by K.A. Tucker. I'm so sorry. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm so sorry. But this follows Kala, whose dad calls her and is like, hey, I would like to get to know you, even though as far as she knows, he left her when she was just like a baby. And she's like, fine, whatever, I'll come see you. And while she's there, she goes on this adventure where maybe she does find love, but it's not really about the love story. It's about the connection between her and her dad. It's also about her, like when she goes there, she's very like princess-esque, and she's like, everyone do everything for me, but she very much finds her own self-worth in this book. And it's a very much so where Alaska is a character, because it's cold and it's isolated, and it's very much like the place you go when you need a break. So I'm going with Alaska, surprisingly. Is Alaska really fictional? No. So am I just kind of making up my own rules? Absolutely. What else is new? Camp name. Find a book title that you feel would be the perfect name for a camp. Okay, so I'm looking at This Spells Love. Ooh, like Love Spell. Can I change it so that's like Love Spell Camp? Love Spell Camp. That's kind of good. Love Spell. I'm going with it. So for this is This Spells Love by Kate Robb. This is delicious. not. But this is like comfy, cozy vibes, so it's going. I'm just kind of feeling what my books are telling me. And like I said, comfy, cozy vibes. This is very much a cozy little romance. So this woman named Gemma, she gets dumped and loses her job in the same day. So her aunt and her best friend and her go out drinking, get super drunk. They go home and her aunt's a little wacky. So her aunt's like, let's do some witchcraft and kind of get your life back. So they do their spell. This spell's love. And in the spell, she basically goes back a year to rewrite her history. It was a lot of fun. It was very just cozy and cute. It was a good time. So, Love Spell is the name of the camp. Got number 3, Camp Flag. What book cover do you think would make the perfect camp flag? Okay, so we want a camp flag that is super like cozy and comfortable, that just makes you happy when you look at it. So I'm looking at all the thrillers that I've read for like comfy, cozy vibe. You know, there is a thriller that has a really nice cover that I'm looking at. Give me one moment. This is a very pretty cover. Like, look at the trees and the beach and the water, and it kind of just goes up into the sunset. And that, to me, screams comfy, cozy. Again, I apologize if you can hear that. This follows Emma, right? Yeah. Emma and Jess. And they are high school sweethearts. And they get married, you know, the big shivving, and it's perfect. But Jess has to go on a work trip on their 1-year anniversary. So he goes on this work trip and he leaves Emma behind. He dies on this work trip. And it's like 5 years later. I don't know, it just says years later. She is now in her 30s. And she's dating this man named Sam. And Sam is getting ready to propose to her when Jess comes back. And he was alive the whole time, but there was a crash and they didn't know he was on the island and he was like surviving, and his story is very incredible. This novel will leave you in stitches. It will rip your heart out. And it's great for a good cry. So if you need a good cry, One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. But I love that for the, like, camp flag. Okay. The next one, cabin names. Pick 3 random books. Flip to random pages of each book, and within the words on those pages, come up with names for 3 different camp cabins. Okay, you can also use this summer camp video for like cozy, comfy reading recommendations, because I'm trying to go for a theme here of cozy, comfy type vibes. And yeah, give me one moment. So I have my 3 cozy, comfy books. for my cozy, comfy summer camp. So, book number 1 is The Long Game by Elena Armas. This is such a wholesome, cute, hate to love romance. He is a soccer player. She moves to this small town, and she's supposed to like get this soccer team in check for the championships, and that's where he comes. She's gonna hire him, and then, you know, of course there's love and all that stuff too, but let's just go. Okay, right here. Okay, I shook my head. I've been tempted to leave them with her an extra night and go straight to bed. I still have or had a few years left in me. You were right, but away games were starting to take their toll on me. So, away games, camp, bed camp, no. Night games, camp. Night games, camp. Night games, cabin. Sorry, night games, cabin. Okay. Our second one is Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I'm pretty sure everyone hated this book, but this is probably my second favorite Riley Sager book of all time. I absolutely love the road trip vibes. Nightmare, road trip. Do I think that the main character is dumb? Sometimes. Does it bother me? Not really. But I love this. So Survive the Night. Let's go here. On this page, right here. Okay. So hard it rattles the door and makes Charlie realize with nerve scalding horror that she never turned the latch. Nerve scalding. That would not be good for like a fun cozy time. Let me see if there's more. She makes a desperate grab for the lock, but it's too late. The door swings inward. Ooh. Okay, so I literally opened it to a bathroom scene. Like, she's scared for her life in the bathroom. So stall, bleach blonde cabin. Bleach blonde cabin. Let's go with that. Bleach blonde cabin. I don't know how that's comfy or cozy, but I love that book, and it's a comfy cozy book. And then another one about a road trip gone wrong, kinda. They're driving to their honeymoon, but they don't quite get there because, you know, they pick up a hitchhiker who then dies, and that starts this whole trip in Murder Road by Simone St. James. So let's see what our next comfy cozy cabin name is. Our last one is I thought you were trouble and walked in. No memory. Night trouble. Night trouble. That's not cozy. Backpack, cab, truck, blood. Bloodhead. Blood truck. Blood. Ooh, Home Alone cabin. Home Alone cabin. That could be cozy or comfy, or it could be scary, but I'm going cozy, comfy, Home Alone cabin. Okay, let's see what our next one is. Camp counselors. Choose 3 characters that you feel would be the perfect camp counselors. For like a comfy, cozy type of time. Who would be good for that? Cozy, comfy. I might have to go check over there too. How many camp counselors do I need? Because I have 3. How many? 3 characters that you feel would be good camp counselors. Okay, I'm gonna change one though. because I need to. But hold. Okay, so for my 3 camp counselors, I have picked like the most iconic, cozy, comfortable, amazing friends. And like, they're just the most chill people. And when they're very determined for something, they will work for it. And they will show you what it means to work for something that you want. For those reasons, I think that Scout from How to Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee would be an amazing asset as a camp counselor. Because, I mean, look at her. I know she's in the shadows, but she is iconic because she is so curious about the world. She doesn't let things stop her, and she also doesn't understand why there's so much hate in the world, which was amazing for the time period that this came out, and just amazing in general. But like, who else would you want to hang out with at a camp that's about being comfortable and cozy and about being curious and about learning other than Scout? I can't think of a single person that would do any better than our girl Scout. The next one is another child, and it's Billy from Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rawls. This is my all-time favorite book of ever. Like, ever. But see, Billy has such determination to get the dogs during the Great Depression when his family doesn't have any money. But more than that, his love for his dogs, the friendship in here, and how he always puts family first is just honorable. He is so honorable. So who else? You know, I mean, he has to be at camp with us. And the last one is our friend, our main man, Archie. Archiekins. I thought about Betty for a little bit, but I think if we were talking the TV show, I'd have my girl Betty or Jug. But for the book, it's got to be Archiekins. So Archie is usually pretty level-headed, and he's usually a good friend. I mean, sometimes he lets girls get in the way of that, but it's okay. We're all works in progresses. That's why he's going to this very cozy, comfortable camp where he's gonna learn life skills. Maybe one of his life skills will be not to drop all of his friends just because he has a girlfriend. But other than that, Archie is so sweet. And that's why he's gonna be a camp counselor. Okay. Camp song. Pick a quote from a book that you want to represent your fictional camp. Ugh. I don't know about this one, so you're gonna have to give me a few. have an idea. Give me a moment. Okay, so of course, since this is a cozy, comfy time camp, I had to go to my girl, Emily Dickinson, because she's the most cozy, comfy writer, poet, really, of all time that I know of. So, here is the one that I found. Let me see. Forever is composed of nows. 'Tis not a different time except for infinities and latitude of home. So that to me was just beautiful. And like talking about home, how could I not put that in there? And about how like while you're at camp it feels like infinity, but really all you have is now. So that is, what's the name of our camp? Oh, Love Spell. That is Love Spell's little campfire song. Okay, camp activity. Pick an activity from a book that you think would fit your camp vibe. I mean, I could do witchcraft, but I've already used the spells love. So, something comfy and cozy. I guess that's different for everyone. But oh, I could do a road trip if I wouldn't have used both of those. That's okay. It's okay. Give me a moment. Okay. So for our comfy, cozy activity, I'm picking reading because that's super comfy, cozy. So that's one of the many activities that Love Spells Camp has for you. So in the Bromance Book Club by Lisa K. Adams, you follow Gavin, whose marriage to Thea is kind of going in the tubes right now because he found out that she's been faking her big O every time. And he's not happy about it. So he moved to this bedroom and now he's moving out of his house. And he doesn't want his marriage to be over. He loves Thea still. So he wants to win her back. So he joins this book club called the Bromance Book Club because it's a bunch of men that read romance books, which is like, what's more comfy than that? And then they talk about it, and then they use what they learned in the romance books to save their relationships. And so far, I haven't finished the series yet, but so far this is my favorite in the series. Okay. Camp Book Essential. At camp, you have no internet and phone service can be sucky. What new to you book would you bring to enjoy at camp? I picked 3 books, kind of, but they're all the same series, so we can count it as one. But I'm in the middle of Archie. I just finished volume 2 a few days ago. So I have Archie volume 3, Archie volume 4, and Archie volume 5. If I had Archie volume 6, we would also include that. But we have these nice, like, homey, comfortable graphic novel series about these teenagers in a town called Riverdale. It's also a really big TV show. And I know that Archie the comics came first, but these ones were actually revamped when Riverdale came out. So they're not exactly like the originals. They're kind of more towards accurate to the TV show, although they don't follow the TV show completely either. But it's just a fun... Honestly, I like these because they're fun and they're kind of mindless. So even if I have overwhelming dread or just like overwhelming thoughts in my head and like my head won't stop spinning, I can still usually kick one of these out. You know, I can like sit down and read them because they're pretty fast reads too. So I'll be finishing the Archie series. Or at least what I have of it. Okay, campers, tag a fellow creator to do this tag. So, I tag you. And if you don't have a platform, you can just answer the questions with me. I guess I should have said that at the beginning. But you can just answer the questions in the comments. I love hearing from you. I am going to tag Dana and Nikki from the Thrills and Chills Book Club and anyone else that wants to participate in this tag video. I thought that it would be really, really fun. It's a great addition to Camp Nightmare in my humble opinion. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new around here. And don't forget, tag!